Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Fey Design Court podcast. Today we're doing another mini episode, which is our second actual recording. I apologize if you've seen the first recording and it's terrible audio quality, but we think we've got it a little bit better now. And
I like turtles.
I like turtles. They're great. They're great creatures. Did you know they're actually connected to the shell? Like they can't
Mhm.
switch out. Like the shell is part of their fucking body.
And they can feel on it, so don't carve things
Mm-hmm.
onto their shells and don't paint on them because you'll poison them.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
turtles are great.
I still remember that cute little video where someone was just like, "If you want to make a turtle happy, you brush them on their shell."
They love that
Brushy,
shit.
brushy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All
unlike
right.
Myler, a game designer, in addition to being a turtle advocate, uh, I don't know how Zan and Akima feel about turtles. It seems like you guys are also turtle advocates. I feel like we have a group of turtle advocacy here, although that is
Yep.
not the purpose for this podcast.
Hi. I'm Savannah Broadway. I also go by Zan. I am a turtle advocate. However, owning a parrot is 60% of my personality. So if you suddenly see a green bird on screen, everything is entirely normal. I am also a game designer, and for the most part, I work out of the Gate Pass Gazette put out by Ian Publishing these days.
Oh yeah, I guess
Hey everyone, I am Akeem Favor. I am also a game designer focusing on TTRPGs, and I have worked with Ian Publishing and also action fiction.
I don't know if I'm supposed to list. Was I supposed to? I've worked with like so many people. I don't want to list them. I do. I don't. You don't know. You don't know who I don't. Don't look up who I work with. How about that? I'm just gonna take the inverse what you guys went with. So today we are doing, as you might tell from the overlay, Pirates of Darkwater stuff. Did you? Did are we? Did we figure out anything about? Uh, like, are we using second dish, or are we using the basic role playing thing I found, or what? I don't know. What are we figuring out today?
I think we ultimately agreed that we just have to take a conglomeration of those
Yeah.
and put them together. Uh, so
You're
I guess
the
that
master
that is
pirate, so it's up to you.
that's fair. Do we think that there would be Beaky? Yes. Do we think that there would be good utility to basically picking out some of the things that we're going to make a call on and doing that on screen?
Okay.
Uh, like this is what we should do for attack, and this is why,
Well, we
sort of
figured
thing.
out the like their attack bonus are supposed to be based off of hit dice, like creature
Yes.
attack bonuses. Um,
Yes, and I've got let's see, the character sheets, which is the bestiary. Let's see, because we've got yes, but we also decided that they didn't have hit dice. They had damage
oh fuck,
dice.
they didn't have hit dice at all. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. God damn it. How dare you
Because that
people
was
put
that
these
was what
three
it was
things in
really
there for me?
based off of. Yeah.
Uh,
And this, kids, is why the open game license was so revolutionary and helpful to RPG designers.
it's true. It's
Because then you could just reference mechanics and tell people what you're doing.
okay. Monster descriptions: armor class, number of attacks, damage. Oh, even this thing doesn't say what the fuck they roll for attacks. The basic fantasy thing that was supposed to fix. Damn it. I was lied to. At least they have hit dice in that one.
Yeah, because I think the other challenge too was, if I remember correctly, we were having problems when it came to figuring out like, okay, like someone has made an attack, what
Oh, okay.
happens? But also, oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, finish. I was talking out loud.
Oh.
Uh,
And then the other part was like the thing about the armor, where it was like the armor was based off of letters,
mm,
versus like actual numbers. So it was just like, okay, I have shot, you know, Mike accidentally or maybe on purpose, and Mike is wearing clan armor. What does that mean? What does that mean for like my damage when I shot him with the octopus gun?
Okay, so it looks like damage die is in fact supposed to be hit die because this is the number and type of die used to determine the amount of wounds it can sustain
Oh,
before it dies.
okay.
So that must be what they're going for.
And there's that
And
very sensible table somewhere.
does it get rolled or should we I feel like we should just take the average. We should just take that from 5th edition and just call it an average.
Oh, and then never have to actually roll. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's like, are we supposed to roll for each creature every time it's encountered? Because it'll be like, say, 1d12. Well, what does that mean? Do I roll that at the beginning of the counter and that's I could roll a 1 and the Leviathan could just, die instantly? Like
Hmm.
I don't think that would happen because armor, but still.
Monster reaction table. Climbing, diving, evasion, pursuit, attacking. Okay, okay. I found the attack bonus table. Okay. Oh my god, and it's just the number. It's almost 1 for 1. Like if it has a hit die of 1, its attack bonus is 1.
Okay.
Hit die of 8, attack bonus of 8. It starts to change at 9. I'll just take a screenshot and send it to you guys. The what you call it? The chat. I'll do both chats because I don't know which ones you can look at right now.
All right.
Okay, so 1 mystery, and then so we're just using the damage dice for that. So if it's got 5 damage dice, it's got a +5.
Okay.
All right, so that's one bullshit covered. I remember magic was bullshit.
Magic
Um,
is in fact bullshit.
if we're not playing magical characters, it can just stay bullshit and be your problem as the master pirate.
Right. I mean, I guess it depends on who folks want to play.
Indeed. I feel like I want to make
Uh,
an overpowered dwarf after looking at their stats, whatever the fuck they were called.
we were going to use
Stop.
pre-gens, but if you want to go to all the trouble of figuring out how to make a character, because I don't know how, because the book won't tell us, then by all means.
No, I suppose not. Akeem,
What's up?
which one would you? Who are we playing? One character apiece or two characters? What's the plan?
I figured on playing one character just because two seems a little bit complicated. If you want a challenge, we'll make it happen. But
Okay, no, I can just do one. So who do you want to play as Akeem?
just pick from the first
Uh,
so we don't like mess up the like make everything real confusing.
We could include Zuli probably, right?
Oh yeah, Zoodle's fine.
Yeah.
So first four and like the last one, I think.
So Ren, Tula, Ayaz, Niddler, or Zuli. I'll start with
yeah,
Zuli.
I when I looked through this, I kind of resonated with IOS just because I like the idea of just like a person who is just like, I am a pirate. I want my money, and I want my money at all times. So
Okay,
I've been rewatching the series and that is Ayaz.
that is
Like
Ayaz.
indeed.
Okay. Oh man, it is so tempting to play as Niddler.
You can play Snidler, it's fine.
I feel like I'm gonna run afoul of. Yeah, no. I think I'm just gonna play. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Zuli. I'm gonna go Zuli.
See, I think Zuli would be great because they're clearly like bros from way back. So, this can be your buddy cop era.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Download
Cool.
this PDF so I can see a high res version of Zuli.
I always thought that he said join the crew, so this is clearly just the thing that I was going for.
Nice. I'm
Yeah.
glad to be of service. Where's I gotta remember to project. I apologize. I need to project because there's something wrong with my audio. I will project. Projecting. Projected.
reach deep down and pull at the base.
Well, I pulled the bass. It's a little much different. Don't like
It's a
how I
little bit
sound.
different. My goodness, that's different.
Yeah. No, I just gotta be louder and pretend I'm on stage, which I was
There's a
not good
little
at.
bit of an echo in the background, and it's very thematic.
God damn it, the echo is bad. All right.
I will say that it came in at the most appropriate time. It's just like on stage, stage.
Oh, are you doing it?
At least I keep my flair for theatrics. All right.
I, I don't know that anyone was implying that you ever lost it. Yes, I hear you, Ray.
It's me and my Death Call guild. Zuli character sheet. All right. So I'm playing Zuli. He's playing Ayaz. And then what else? Oh, magic. So we have to figure out magic, right? That's out.
Yep.
It's your problem. Um,
Beautiful.
what else is fucked up in this rulebook? There's a lot fucked up in the rulebook.
Was it movement?
It wasn't not movement.
Quite possibly. How does movement work? Do we know?
Not offhand. Let's see. Using the chart, that's a ranged weapon.
Did I not download this? Save it. Desktop folder.
Let's see.
Oh, I see. It's per minute.
Per
Yes,
minute.
and I think we
Oh, and the rounds
decided
are
that
minutes.
we
Yeah,
would,
yeah.
yeah, we would take minutes down to rounds. Because confusing.
I don't object.
Okay.
New professional. Okay, now I got this open in my PDF reader.
Um,
Okay, initiative. Simple enough. Oh wait, do you want to roll low for new? Wait, what?
yeah, because you want to roll under your score. So you're trying to roll low, and I believe there's some things that have you like roll a d4 and subtract.
Okay. Type of die we roll when turning it. Yeah, so it's so Zuli's got. Let's see what Zuli's got. Dexterity is 17, so he rolls 1d6.
Oh my gosh! I just ecomancers can only wear animal hide. AR question mark? Padded AR question mark? Leather armor AR question mark. So for all you design folks out there, I suggest you do what Mike does and have a specific like series of letters to put in for the "we haven't filled this in yet."
Yes.
Hmm.
And then you can do a control F and find all of those, and then you will not have AR question.
I am a giant child, so I use triple X's usually. And then for page
Same.
references, I always use AT-ATs because you're never, almost never, unless you're doing like cyberpunk shit, you're almost never going to use an at symbol like in your
Hmm.
manuscript. So it's very safe. You will find them all. And yeah, I'm always getting distracted. Like, my wife is not home right now, but she has this terrible habit of like just swooping in every, I don't know, 40 minutes to an hour and a half to ask for something or whatever, whatever. And I'm happy to do it, but it breaks my concentration. And if I do not have good markers, I will definitely fuck up a lot of the work I'm working on. So yeah, use markers, folks.
It's true.
It's good advice.
Oh
All right, and
yeah,
we're
ecomancers are just entirely druids. I think I'm just gonna look up like old school druids.
Hmm.
Because ecomancers are essentially the only casters in this setting, barring like the dark dweller magic stuff.
let's see. Did they even have druids?
I mean, not technically. I think so.
Okay, cleric,
But like these are clearly meant to be drawing on druids. They have their own language. They can't wear metal armor.
thief.
They can't use ranged weapons. My goodness.
I think you might be looking at a magic user or some type of cleric.
That's fair. Clearly what ended up being the druid, but it was specifically the like they have a language of their
Yeah,
own.
no, I get you. I get you. I
Hmm.
get you. I'm just saying, like, I don't think there's a
Yeah.
yeah,
There was yet a druid. I mean, I suppose a druid's a kind of like
magic user,
priest or
cleric.
cleric.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what spells. I have no idea how spells work in this.
We're working on it. I'm working on
Movement in combat. Here we go. 10 times its movement rating in feet. Okay. Zuli's movement rating is 14. So we're just going to use it as 14 feet and ignore the times 10 because we're in 6-second rounds.
Correct.
Okay, cool. So feet, yeah, so like 15 feet essentially. Okay, cool. Movement and missile combat.
Fancy.
Okay. All right. Oh, charging. Oh, okay. Extra 50% of your speed, and you get an attack at the end, and a +2 bonus.
That's nice. Yeah.
Oh, but you take -2 to initiative. No dex to armor class, which I don't know how that would. Do I even? Do I even?
Yeah, we haven't figured out how that works either.
Yeah.
So the idea is that we take whatever our movement is and divide it by what?
No,
We're
nothing. You
doing
don't.
six
You don't.
separate
You don't.
rounds,
You don't
right?
have to divide it at all. It's just whatever the movement rate
Oh,
is. That's the feat that will be per rounds because we're already doing the division by 10.
oh,
Yeah. So if it was a
oh,
minute,
I
you would do
see.
times 10, but we're not doing minutes. We're doing smaller increments.
So where it says like 160, it's actually just 16.
Yes.
Got it.
So withdraw at 1/3 normal movement rate. Okay. Cool. And it doesn't look like it matters when you move. You can just move, attack, move.
Looks like it, which I admit I like better than the alternative.
Oh, in closing for combat, a character can move up to half his allowed distance and still make a melee attack. Or you can charge.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. We're going to need a cheat sheet. Should we get a Google Doc going up for this?
Maybe. That sounds wise. I'm not against it.
All right. I'm going to share what I've got. It also has my journal. Like, what do you mean there need to be 3 Dagrons before they start laying eggs? I mean, obviously the 12-year-old boy answer is voyeurism, but I guess if you're being practical about it, it could be like, well, they're all a family, and if you have a third one, then they can like feed the other two who take turns like nesting. We're gonna just assume that. No, I don't. No, stop it. Editor. Copy link. Here we go.
Check how dying works. Death from poison, death from massive damage. When character uses that character is slain. Oh, 0 hit points, you just dead. Alright.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, go big or go
Hardcore.
home, I guess.
Immediately dead, unable to do anything unless some specialized magical effect takes place. Takes precedence. Oh, precedence is very different than place.
Indeed. So I'm going to take my
Okay.
nitpick notes,
They include
which
that poison poison continues after you die. So you still get to get unpoisoned.
so like if you're trying to bring someone back to life, you have to unpoison them.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay, interesting.
50 points is death from massive damage, just like psh, it's just
I mean,
50.
that seems pretty standard.
Yeah, at least it's
Yeah.
easy to remember. There's something called inescapable death.
Uh, is that a state of being? How
It says that they should be avoided at least.
yes. Oh,
Well, who would chase after?
it's like a GM like recommendation. Don't
Yeah.
Uh,
don't casually kill off your players without giving them a chance to not die. I like that.
Yeah, it says to
yeah.
not do it round by round and like give them a chance, and then like yeah, if they die, they die. All right, that's just
I mean, that seems quite solid, honestly. I've never had a GM like that, but I've heard a few GMs who could benefit from that speech.
Blocks fall, you die.
Yeah. Also, like, advice to any GMs out there. I played with a player one time, and she was wild. Like, she would not pick up the. She was supposed to be linking up with the party. She ran from the party. She avoided every plot thing that was thrown in her way. She was just an entire wild and crazy kid. And it turns out, we found out after the fact, that she was waiting for what her GM called GM Lightning, which was
Yeah.
essentially if the players did anything that the GM thought was out of line or didn't like, he would strike them with lightning. And
Oh.
if they died, they died. And so this whole time we're trying to gently herd Rachel back into the game, and she's like, but the GM lightning. Don't do that to your players. It's not good for their development as people. Like,
Plus,
you are
like,
not outside of a very specific situation. I feel like you're not supposed to be the enemy of your players.
hmm
Okay, hold on.
But sorry,
Is it
keep me saying.
hovering on death's door? So this is optional.
I'm listening.
You can remain alive till you're at -10.
Okay.
Unconscious at
I
0.
mean that's how Pathfinder did it, if I remember right. Or
Yeah,
wait,
loses
no,
1 hit point
that
per
was
round.
3.5. Pathfinder was your con. So yeah, I'm fine with hovering between life and death.
Okay, yeah.
Come on, Remy.
-1 round.
Okay,
Doesn't say when. I assume at the end of the round.
yep, that makes sense.
You can get shit bind if somebody it binds the wounds. They stop losing hit points. Yeah. Cure spell can heal you to 1 hit point, but no more. And further cures do no good until you've had at least 1 day of rest.
Wow, that's intense.
Oh wow! Can't cast spells. Doesn't matter for us, but like, oof.
is that
You're
is
able to
that
move
just
and
for like the cure spell, or
no.
like is it for like if you drink like a potion of healing or something like that?
Well, that's specifically the cure spell. If a heal spell is cast, you're totally good. If you're only cured, all you're able to do is move around and like mumble.
That's a lot. I mean, it feels fairly realistic, but like, damn.
Yeah. Okay. So we know that. That's good. Uh, I think that's all my questions. I mean, if I make an attack, I do a bonus based on my class, or I guess hit die in this case, or in this fucking what you got, Zuli, just damage dice, right? So, do you have damage dice? No, you don't. You have strength. You have dexterity. I have attack values for hand-to-hand weapon. Do I just roll +1 for hand-to-hand and a +3 for weapon? Because 1d12 and 3d12.
That seems to be the case.
Okay. Sold. All right. And then everything else is skills. He doesn't have any kind of stealthy skills. That's too bad. All right.
Indeed.
That's
But
it.
look at
So
all the alcohol consumption skill you have.
I know. I was gonna say like
What I'm hearing is if there isn't copious drinking in this game, it's going to be a shame.
It's gonna wield a barrel. What kind of damage does the barrel
Yes.
do? It just as weapon, so
Yeah, hand to hand or weapon. So
shit out of motherfuckers
let's
with barrels.
see.
So I guess for me, this is the question, right? Like, because I think Mike brought this up last time. So if I have archery, I roll a d20 in order to hit, and then if it's 15 or lower, do I automatically hit?
I think that's how it works for archery, but I'm not positive.
Let
Okay, and
me
then if
check archery. Very
yeah,
cheap.
and then I guess also decide like what you were saying of just like if I wanted to like slap somebody, since there's no skill for close combat, is it just like rolling the 1d12 instead of the d20?
Well, figuring the two number, and it does say I don't know why there's an artillery skill. It says well, I guess bows. It says bows and other weapons. Okay. Subtract the armor class of the target from the attacker's stake. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, artillery is definitely separate from archery. Artillery is a very expensive skill.
Okay, so we're doing we have hit dice for Thaco. We don't have hit dice. What are we using
Nope.
for Thaco? Just dex. Oh, we're gonna use dexterity for Thaco in place of hit
Yeah.
dice. Okay, so let's do an example. Let's say you're trying to shoot Zuli. Zuli has a dexterity of 7. No, what's your dexterity? Isles?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Give me 1 second. I can tell you. My dexterity is 18.
Okay, so 18 would be. That's annoying. They have plus 3. 3 plus? 3 plus? No, 18. 18. We're using the top thing. Oh, no, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. It doesn't even go to 18. It goes 16 plus. I think hit dice max out at 16. Yeah, it wouldn't work for Zuli either.
Interesting.
What the fuck? What does HL stand for?
One sec. Health. It's basically your con score.
Okay, that's not the same thing as hit dice. By a long shot.
New.
Oh, yeah. Health.
Wounds. His wounds is 60. That's not gonna help us.
Yeah, that's the amount of damage you can sustain before death occurs. Other side note, please try and use active language where you can.
Not only will you save on word count, which means you can use words for better things, it just sounds better and will make you sound smarter.
Yes. And there's some things that you just can't avoid passive voice with, especially if you're working in a certain rule set, but wherever you can have active voice. I heard it described as muscular prose once, and that just lives rent free in my head.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
I
good.
like that. I will say one of the things that has been super helpful as I've like learned how to use other game systems is like someone when you're doing like the design, you literally have A B C D kind of step system for combat where it's like, okay, step one is X, step two is like Y. But like what's been really helpful, I think, is especially like when people start getting confused as to when things apply in terms of like, hey, I have armor. Does that apply like because I've seen this in some systems where it's like armor only applies for damage resistance or reduction versus armor that is actually like, hey, it actually makes this harder for me to be hit.
Right.
So that's one of the things that I personally enjoy in terms of like game design, like trying to like have something simple that if I'm a brand new player, I could actually just follow it and like go, oh, okay, this is what I do at this step.
Yeah. And I think that's ultimately what we're going to have to do for our own sanity.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive value. That's a ship.
That's no character, that's a ship.
Yeah, armor's AR and it doesn't. What? Okay. By number. Let's see. Maybe the armor helps them. First armor modifiers is optional.
Mhm.
Weapon type is armor class target. I guess we're just supposed to assign numbers to the armor letters like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna end up doing in the Google Doc I posted. Mhm. There we go.
I think Zuli's not wearing any armor anyway, so. Yeah.
I mean, they have a lot of like really light armors. Like so it wouldn't be shocking if he did have them. It's just like his vest is dolphin hide
Yeah, that's what we're gonna go
or
with.
whatever.
Dolphin head. with a Y for some reason.
Yeah, I'm not quite. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, your editors, everyone.
Oh, I love that. Armor rating, armor rating. Yeah, no, that's not helping.
It reminds me of my favorite find and replace anecdote for when they renamed the mage to the wizard, and someone did find and replace to change mage to wizard, but they didn't check that very crucial button, whole words only.
Mm.
And so instead we got words like the wizard instead of damage.
The wizard.
The wizard, 5 points of the wizard. Steve, baby.
Okay, so that's 10. Ends on 4 armor and shield. Uh, the skill they offer for regular armor is an 82. Advanced Dungeons Dragons is no armor is an AC rating of 10, and full plate
Okay.
armor plus a shield is an AC rating of 0.
Okay.
It is. It's so wild to me. Like, how do you.
Gaming has come a long way.
But how did it even get into this corner? Like,
Oh no.
because it feels like a corner. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a platform from which things can happen. It is a corner where things go to die.
You know what's interesting too is just because I'm okay. So I will reveal something awful to Zan, which is sometimes I do look for the cheese just to make sure I don't use it.
I
Um,
mean that's nothing shameful.
yeah. But like my immediate thought was like, there's a reason why the octopus one came to my head, which is like, oh, if I use an octopucker and I shoot someone and it causes paralysis for 1d6 minutes, what is the, I guess, recurrence of how often they get to make that roll against like the paralysis poison? So
Mm-hmm.
could I shoot someone with the octopucker, paralyze them for 1d6, have like the octopus like draining the 1d4 wound points per minute, and just go like, all right, like I'm just gonna knock them, like shoot, paralyze, and just go like boop, every like minute, boop, they're on the ground. I'm just gonna octopus.
Well, like
Oh,
if
there's
you're a
eight
pirate, you
octopuses.
could just chuck them in the water and be done.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. The again channeling IOS. It's like paralyzed for 1d6 minutes. Okay, all right. Everybody like mug them and then toss them off the side.
Yup. Like it wouldn't have happened in the show because of the writing, but it's totally something the character would do.
Oh yeah.
All right. So we got our rating. Unless actually, I should be. I started at 1. I should be starting higher, shouldn't I?
Yeah,
So there are 14 letters, as opposed to 10.
yeah, and the highest none should be AC rating 10.
But how do we get below 0? Like, how does that do?
Well, let's see. So set they go. Okay, alright. First we gotta take go 20.
You're an anonymous platypus.
Whatever. Find for range, find. Okay, so the exact roll. Something says. What's the actual fucking attack roll? Damn it. The attack roll. Yes, figuring to hit number. Okay, cool. Subtract armor classes from the target from the target's they go. from the attackers they go. So let's say Zuli's wearing the dolphin hide. That's gonna be like what, 2?
Uh, 3.
3. Okay, so then what is your Thaco Ayaz? And you can't have armor class with a negative number. You just add it to the attacker's Thaco.
Okay, that makes sense. So, let's see. So we decided we were going off of the weapon for the Thaco?
No, I don't think we did. Hold on.
Wait, what was it?
One sec.
Okay, so Thaco is just a weird way of saying attack bonus. Well, I guess you don't want to say attack bonus. It's dolphin hide 2. So -2.
3.
-3. And then the attackers, they go. Which, how can we work Thaco? Calculating Thaco. Could just say we are rogues and warriors of an appropriate level. And that will give us our numbers. But yeah, warrior starts with a Thaco of 20. All characters first level have a Thaco of 20. Warrior ends with a Thaco 1 at 20th level. Otherwise, supposed to use hit dice, and hit dice max out on the table. You use 16 plus. Although it looks like the progression is fairly simple. It's just odd numbers double up. So 17 plus would be 3, 18 plus would be 3, 19 plus would be 1, 20 plus would be 1. Oh, damn it. You already got rid of Zuli's sheet on here. What do you have Zuli use? So useless with me. Attack value, useless. All these are useless numbers. Even health 15 would be probably ridiculous. Yeah, so I think we need to just assign levels to these characters.
They are
Oh,
definitely
that's right.
stated to be like higher than a first level character.
Indeed.
Mhm.
So, yes, much more powerful than beginning characters.
Oh, they're much more powerful. We're talking at least 8th level or up. 8th level. Let's say 9th level warrior has a Thaco of 12. Rogue Thaco of 16. I know, Master Pirate.
Bloody pirates.
I personally, I'm just gonna be very honest. I'm looking up how to even calculate Thaco because it's been a while.
Yeah, dude, it's weird. It's. I know. We always talk about it, and you hear the old heads complain about it, but like it is good complaints. Make fine sense because I don't know how did you like what was the what were the alternatives that were not used? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
This can't be the only thing that was offered up as a solution for attack rolls and defense in this game.
Do you think it would be helpful if we tapped someone who has played with Thaco and things to like bring them on to
We might
enlighten
Oh.
us?
Like Tim fucking was involved with it.
Who was?
Tim Cass. Is he still kicking? He's quite an old fellow. He's a nice man.
I'm sure he is. We're not acquainted.
He's the old. If you ever at Gen Con, you remember seeing like one of the like old heads from like fucking TSR that was in like a wheelchair? That's Tim. Tim is.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, even if I saw him, we're still not acquainted. So.
Okay. Yeah, he's a nice guy. Yeah, he rants. he does videos on YouTube where he referred, which he himself refers to his rants, I believe. Curmudgeon in the Dungeon, I think is what it's called.
Curmudgeon in the Dungeon. That's excellent.
No, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. I heard him.
Yeah.
He was telling me stories about like filling the brown boxes. He just had like had to go in the basement, put whatever he could find into them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how your collector's edition brown box. Like, yeah. He's like literally like teenagers just like shoving shit they can find in the box. Yep.
That's amazing. Okay.
Yeah. They have some neat stories, old heads.
By all means. So yeah, it sounds like we are coming up on time, so it sounds like we should try and source someone who knows this better than we do.
I do know other people than Tim who will probably be more available.
That is fair.
All right.
But yeah, I feel like Zuli and Ayaz would definitely be fighters. I feel like Ren's probably a rogue. Niddler's probably a rogue.
You don't think
Yeah.
See, I feel like he's flavor-wise a rogue, but like throwing
Yeah.
that huge sword around, like he strikes me as a fighter.
That's fair. Okay.
Like he is acrobaticsy because everybody is in the show, but like less so than say Ren.
Mm.
To be the best
Tula clearly was a thief and then decided, nope, I'm an egomancer now.
Mm-hmm. Class change.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like Ayaz definitely is a fighter. I feel like Ayaz, if he was on land, would probably be closer to kind of like a bandit, which is like that blend of like fighter and rogue, but more of fighter because that, like you said, like that giant behind sword, which I also just realized he's holding the blade of the sword.
He has so many calluses. So many calluses.
Because grinding wheels are heavy, and you wouldn't want to bring your ship. I don't know. That's have a little one.
Right? Something? A whetstone?
Yeah,
Whetstones are portable.
Lazy pirates.
I mean, the problem with Myrrh is that there are literally 20 Cs apparently. And so basically, even if you're not meant for it, everyone's a sailor or a pirate or like some super adjacent profession.
War.
Which is actually pretty cool because it's kind of like a spiritual predecessor, I guess, for like a One Piece type setting where it's just like it's all based off of the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there's
Yeah, no,
land, but not enough of it for it to matter.
One Piece is really old though, isn't it? Because it was like because it was shown in Jump, right?
Yeah.
And I say spiritual predecessor. Yeah, I actually don't know which one came first, but like I'm just gonna say that they're similar.
This came first. 97 is when One Piece started. And this is definitely older than 97.
Yeah, this was 92, I think.
So it could be.
Was this? Now I'm having one of those moments of like, now I'm flashing because this also, I'm curious. This came out, you said 97?
97? No. One Piece, 97. This came out in 92.
Got it. Because now I'm having like a flashback to even further Waterworld. The old like movie. I think what was that? Was that Kevin Costner?
Yeah.
Waterworld was 95.
Oh, okay. Did you know that off the top of your head, or did you have to Google?
Oh no, I totally had to look that up. I don't do movies.
Oh, good. Because
I
was on
wonder
the
if there's a
same. Like,
book.
let me Google.
Oh,
say again.
I was wondering if there was a book that came out earlier.
Waterworld?
Yeah. Because I could see that being like, 70s, 80s novel that got made into a 90s movie because that's what you do. There is a novel, I can't find offhand if it's one that came along, if it was like a companion book that came with the movie. Because like it looks like it just has art from the movie, but that doesn't like tell you anything.
Oh wow, they were thinking it was going to be 2,500 sea level rise and cover all the continents. Those are
My
real
sweet
numbers,
summer
man.
children. I mean, folks also thought in the 60s that we'd have flying cars by now, so.
Yeah.
They're saying that the initial script was in '86 and shelved until 1989, and that it was supposed to be like their own creating a Mad Max ripoff, and then turned into
I
this.
That makes sense. It's kind of watery Mad Max.
I guess. Yeah,
Like an inverse Mad Max. Yeah.
Oh no, there was a Mad Max Go Surfing comic strip first published by Pacific Comics, Vanguard Illustrated number 1 3 in 1994.
I'm so glad. Speaking of which, I think that there were Darkwater comics too.
Oh no, it's called Freakwave. The thing was called Freakwave. The comic that is referred to. I'm sorry, that's my bad. Same guy who wrote Fury Road. Probably good.
All things are connected.
Nothing new under the sun. Da, 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 da. Looks like the Pirates of Darkwater comics started in '91.
Makes sense. Back when confident white men who surrounded only by other confident white men constantly threw money and stuff without any kind of like surveying or anything. They're just like, yeah, let's do a comic and we'll do a couple video games and we'll launch the cartoon at the same exact time. And
I'm so positive.
One of them.
Yeah, we did see that there was a Darkwater video game, didn't we?
More than one. I believe it was more than
Yeah,
one.
of course there was.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, next time, hopefully the three of us will meet with another person. Or no, we're just doing the first show proper with us. So next time,
Yeah.
we'll not be complaining about Thaco and being around an old rulebook written by fans of a cartoon show with two seasons in the early 90s.
No guarantees I won't complain about Thaco even so.
We may complain about Thaco and talk about pirate cartoons. We're not going to rule that out, certainly.
Yeah.
But we're going to find something else to talk about design-wise. I don't know what exactly. I don't know, maybe we'll talk about the thing I've been doing. It's pretty complicated. I can use some outside perspectives on it.
Sure.
Ooh.
Yeah. I took my...
What is it?
I showed you guys a little bit. The epic rules.
Oh!
I was breaking down by XP instead of just get like everything at this level and this level.
Right.
Yeah. I've been working on the playtest stuff for it, and letting my subconscious brain work on the like actual math problem stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good.
Do you just put stuff in the cooker and then like after like a month or whatever, come back and you're like, oh, and this is the thing I need to do.
The nano term is percolate.
Percolate. Yes.
There's planners,
Yeah.
pantsers, and percolators.
Oh, I want to know what a pantser is. Panzer?
Fly.
No, like you're by the seat of your pants.
Your pants.
Pantser. Pantser.
Mhm.
Yeah, not nearly as cool as a panzer.
No, I thought you said
yeah.
pantser, like P-A-N-C-E-R, and I was like,
Ah,
but no.
a secret third thing.
Pantser, like with the T.
Right.
Yeah. But like I've definitely heard those three. I feel like I'm a percolator with a little bit of a pantser. If only because I remember one of my mentors back from when I was in college, he was my college professor. We had this whole thing where I kept showing him like all the stuff that I had planned out, and then finally he goes like, okay, lovely, you have 15 pages of what you have planned. Yes. Have you actually started writing? No. Okay, go do that. And so now I have to pants it a little bit.
That's fair.
Like it's easier to come back and like edit and like make tweaks than it is to actually get started for me sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Let me ask you this, Akeem. When you had like paper stuff due in college and high school and elsewhere in your academic career, did you do them a week ahead of the deadline, or did you do them night before the deadline?
I have done a mix of both. I think one of my favorite stories was I did all of the prep work for one essay. Like I had all of the like I knew what I wanted to write about. I knew what quotes I wanted to use because I did all of that stuff first.
Okay.
But I didn't actually get around to actually writing the essay itself until the day before because I had two other essays due like the 2 days before that. So then it was just like me sitting on my bed, taking like maybe 5 to 10 minute micro naps as I typed all night. Um,
The
but like I
college
told someone,
experience, everyone.
yeah, and I said, but like I told everyone, like I did like all of the pre-writing work, which is again is kind of like that whole pantser and also percolator, where it's just like I planned, but then I let it percolate, but then I let it percolate too long to the point of like, oh no, this is due tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I
no.
you
I,
wrote that
I
one.
I outlined exactly one paper in my college career, and that's because the professor metaphorically sat on us and is like, no, no, before you turn in your paper, you have an assignment that is map out your paragraph, say what like passages you're going to quote. Like he basically made us turn in an outline ahead of time. That's the only time I've outlined an academic paper in my life.
Damn.
You
Yep.
know, it's interesting if only because like I know like some English professors and I know like that has been like a new trend, if only to kind of prevent slash show, hey, like I didn't just use AI to make a thing. I actually spent
Mhm.
time processing.
Handwrite their responses and stuff now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm so glad not to be in academia.
I don't know. I was always a like night before guy, but I figured out some point in the last 15 years that like my brain does way better if my subconscious works on it. Like way
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
better. It's not even
Well,
Yeah.
it was one of those like you were essentially getting positive reinforcement because I assume it worked. Like you did it the night before and it worked like enough.
No, I didn't take homework. Like I almost never took it home. Like it would maybe come with me on the bus, and then
Mm.
10 minute ride, 15 minute ride home, knock it all out. But like the math guys, the math teachers were like, oh, you gotta show your work. I did it really tiny ass fucking numbers. So like it would be like one sheet that just looked like an insane person had it in asylum. And then the public speaking teacher demanded outlines too. So I would do my speech, and then I would just write an outline of whatever the fuck I just said to everybody for 10 minutes. And she was a fan of that either. So yeah.
Hashtag ADHD problems.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You know what's interesting? Like I will say, like for world building stuff, one of the things that I've found super useful in terms of like helping me focus in order for me to percolate is like posing a question or like posing it as a problem, which is okay. I have four different sets of gods slash divine beings. What makes them different? Is that different enough? And then like throughout the day, like I'm percolating where it's just like, oh, I'll make like a nature one. Oh, well, how's that different? And then like what randomly will happen is like as I'm going through the day, I'll get like random bits of like inspiration from stuff that happens around me.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's a good way to go about it.
oh sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was saying it's a good way to go about it. So how your subconscious just kind of like fits the puzzle pieces into place from whatever
Mm-hmm.
stimulus you're getting.
Because I also joke like you can get like a lot of inspiration from watching other shows and reading things, but like I do joke like sometimes it's like, oh, like to go outside and touch grass sometimes works just because like when you're outside you see like random stuff that make you go like, oh,
Oh yeah,
I didn't
Like
realize you could do that.
walking. Yeah,
synapses
walking
start
literally
firing,
just
man.
like makes your brain work better. Like walking and brainstorming is one of my like fave things.
That pattern of leaves may resemble like in a fractal way, like a pattern of like whatever on the carpeting of your grandma's house, and then that triggers
Mm-hmm.
other thing over here that you would never actively thought about, right?
Right.
See, more ADHD things. They're just not always problems.
Yeah.
Ferrari brain, bicycle brakes.
I mean, I don't know if I have ADHD. They
I
tried
mean,
to
I'm not
diagnose me
gonna
a few
armchair
times.
diagnose you, but like we get along, and I have ADHD, so your chances just went up. I'm just saying.
No, we found out my dad's dyslexic a couple of months ago.
Mm.
And I was like, what do you mean he's dyslexic? And I was like, yeah, he's dyslexic. And I was like, I told you I was gonna buy him a bunch of books for Christmas. Why the fuck did you stop me? And she's like, well, I thought you knew. And I was like, hey, siblings, did you know he's dyslexic? And they're like, what the fuck, he's dyslexic? Yeah. And it's genetic, so there's a good chance that we're dyslexic. And I'm pretty sure I'm not dyslexic at this point because my whole job is fucking words, mostly editing them. So but yeah. So maybe
I mean, dyslexia is super comorbid with ADHD, so
yeah,
it could be.
maybe ADHD is my way over dyslexia.
I mean, I don't have it either, I assume. But it does happen. So.
I would find it. I would find it interesting, like, because I don't know much about like ADHD and stuff, but I do know one of the things that I realized was sometimes like we do all these things to cope for things, not realizing that there were other tools. Like one of the jokes I told people is just like I have learned how to like walk straight. But one of the jokes I tell people is just like, oh yeah, but technically one of my legs is shorter than the other. But I didn't realize that until like I was in my 30s, and then they were like, you know that you have basically like adapted to the fact that one of your legs just isn't like the same level. And I said,
Can I ask how much shorter it is?
yeah,
Rude?
I like.
Okay.
No, it's not rude. It's like it's only subtly shorter. It only happens like
half an inch or less.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But it's again one of those things where just like it did like kind of like make me start thinking about like other ways that people in general have adapted, not even knowing like they came up with their own coping mechanisms, not even realizing that's what it was in order to like keep going. That makes sense.
Yeah, well, it's like smoking, anxiety, like all of them are ADHD coping mechanisms because your brain doesn't have enough stimulation. So you're like, I'm gonna put this off till the last minute and then freak out, and then I'll have all the stimulation my brain needs to do stuff and focus. So,
I didn't have weed and stuff starting to get mad at me because I was just constantly like humming music or like bopping my head,
Mhm.
singing or whatever. And
Mhm.
she's like, can you stop? I'm like, okay. And then start bobbing my head. Are you still doing it? Like, yeah. Are you not doing it? Like, are you just walking around?
welcome to
There's just
Jimmy's.
silence in your brain? Like, how are you thinking? What the fuck are you doing?
See, I talked to my partner the other night, and I was showing here a comic where this person was incredulous that their partner just didn't have thoughts all the time. Like sometimes they just existed in silence and just enjoyed the day or laid in bed. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. How do people not have thoughts all the time? And Z's like, I didn't have thoughts earlier today in this specific instance. I'm like, no.
I gotta be like deep in meditation to hit that. Like, I gotta be like
Oh, I can't even meditate. I just have a fucking runaway. Like, leave me with my own thoughts. Perish.
It takes meditation's hard. It takes a while. You gotta, like, really work at it.
Heebie-jeebies.
Personally, I just love fidget spinners.
I mean, that's all.
Too old for Fidget Spinners. I miss the wave.
Oh, look, I use mine at work. There is no shame. Um,
Mm-hmm.
one of my
I don't
favorite
want the
things
little
is like,
cubes.
oh yeah, I've seen those. I just like
There's-
I love the ones where it just like spins in the middle of your finger.
Mhm.
And I told someone, I just said one of my favorite things is just like when I left one of my jobs. I still talk to like my old coworkers, and then when I went back to like say hi and everything, I was like, "Oh, I had a fidget spinner just like that before I left." And she goes, "Mm-hmm. Is that my old fidget spinner?" Yes.
Oh, you don't do it. Okay. I thought you
This is mine now.
You did.
Go figure. But yeah, for me, it's subtitles. I never realized how
Yes.
fucking helpful subtitles were, and
Yes.
how
Yes.
I can't hear without my subtitles.
Well, we spend a lot of audio, like brain power on processing audio. I think I'm gonna get a hearing aid kind of soon because I'm tired of wasting fucking processing on it. Like I just
Mhm.
know what you said. I don't want to be like from context. Like well that's a hard T, so it must be like no, I just want to understand it. Move on.
Audio
Mm.
processing issues, also a neurodiverse sign. Just saying.
And more brain power you spend processing audio, the more likely you are to pick up dementia earlier.
Oh,
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Well, on that optimistic note,
I had some more Debbie Downers for you, but you're right. We should probably stop. Hold on. You didn't hear this last time, so it's gonna
I fucking love Careless Whispers.
Yes. It's a good riff. It's a really good riff. Okay.
Oh, good.
Well, Zan, where can everybody find you on the internet?
So I am on, let's see. Like I said, I'm mostly through the Gate Pass Gazette. I am technically on Blue Sky, I believe just under Savannah Broadway. More importantly, you can find Remy at Wreck-It Remedem. She's currently only over on Twitter because I'm lazy, but clearly birds belong in the blue sky, so we're heading that way soon. But it is a repository of cute bird pictures if you're into that.
The very cute bird I can attest.
Also a menace.
Akeem.
If you want to find me online, you probably can't. I don't really have a lot of internet presses. What I do have is a blue.
Fuck you. Find me in person.
Pretty much, honestly. I feel like I'm
Ruin
better in
everyone.
person than the internet. But I am working on that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Probably healthy, honestly.
Okay.
So-
Well, you can contact me through Blue Sky, and I will put you in contact with Keem if that is necessary for you. He is a great designer. I recommend him and Zan as well. But yeah, I'm on the Blue Sky, and I have a website, MikeMyler.com, and through that you can find me on the Discord. And yeah, that's it. That's what we got.
All right.
And now you guys actually hear the outro song, which probably
yeah.
will be changing at some point. But I mean.
Yeah, boy!